Hey guys, it's Alex from Satire Films, and today I'm going to be reviewing Jesus Bro. It's the newest religious spoof movie from the Cinema Snob, from Brad Jones. Alright, let's just talk about this. So, basic plot, there's this atheist, the Rick Whitehead is his actual name, but he goes by the Rickhead online. He is this super popular atheist, says all this crap online, and he ends up getting a vision of Christ, Santa Christ, because Jesus can appear to you in different forms. Sometimes he can be like a chicken sandwich, or was it turkey? I don't know. They were oddly specific about that. They didn't just say a sandwich, but now I'm just remembering other parts of the film that I'm not going to spoil here. But he meets Jesus in the form of Santa Christ. He says that he wants Rick to convert all of his followers to Christianity. Rick ends up doing so because of some other circumstances, namely trying to win his girlfriend back. And then it's just a lot of jokes about religious movies, and it's amazing. So yeah, review right there, it's amazing. No, we're gonna continue. You might hear a plane go by. Sorry about that. Sorry about my hair too. My hair's really acting up today. So we just have a little mountain in my hair. Not the point. The point is Jesus, bro. So, boy, this is weird but amazing. It's so funny. It's because its humor it's very, I suppose, obvious humor, but it's still good. Like, for instance, Rick's girlfriend, her quirk is that she just says a lot of exposition. That's just what she does. She gives off so much exposition, and it's just strange, and, it's a spoof movie, and so people just accept these things. So, shut the hell up, clock. So, his girlfriend just exposition whenever she can, and Rick doesn't really care. It's not like weird to him. Well, it's kind of weird to him, but it's not this weird thing. It was like, see, there's no real way to put this into words, because it's like it bothers him, but at the same time he still kind of accepts it, which is interesting. There's this weird thing that doesn't really get resolved, I guess, with Rick's friend, Carlos, where occasionally he will just stare off into nothing and think about his ex-wife and how, I guess, he murdered her or something. And it's strange. It still works. It's a lot of, I suppose, obvious humor. Like, it's very much, hey, we're telling a joke. Like, later when they make references, like, there's a character who's very similar to, like, the main character in this movie called Old Fashioned. And the character in Jesus Bro is, like, stating off, like, this is what I do, my girlfriend is in a different state, I have all these things, this is my war room, bro, and it's like, it's so obvious what they're satirizing. It's like, I suppose it's just, there's no subtlety about it, but it's amazing in how not subtle it is. It is just a blunt joke, if that makes any sense to you. The more I say it, I don't know how well I'm articulating this. But, I mean, yeah, it's a lot of just blunt humor that you would I suppose kind of expect, maybe not from like, I don't know. There's this weird thing I have with like internet videos and stuff where you have this thing, where you have a storyline and characters in this internet video. Like if someone did this like during a review series or something, like it's very obvious what the joke is and you're really playing with that. I suppose that's kind of what I am making no sense, am I? I am crazy. I must be high. Jesus. This is gonna be like the thumbnail, isn't it? Yeah. This is the same thumbnail I used for Iron Fist too, so. Well, there's something that this movie and Iron Fist have in common, is you just go like this. It makes you want to do that. Okay, so what else is there to talk about? Because, I mean, this is the basic thing about this movie is, you know, it's a comedy, it's a spoof movie, it's spoofing a lot of religious movies that have come out, like God's Not Dead, Old Fashioned, The Identical, you know, stuff like that. War Room is another big one, Kirk Cameron Saving Christmas. So, there's a lot of that. But here's the thing is, I think, now see, I've seen like, I haven't seen all those religious movies, oh god, no, but, you know, I've watched the midnight screenings, I've watched the Cinema Snob episodes, I know what they're referencing. Like the character who's like the main guy in Old Fashioned, how he's clearly, that's a joke about him. Or now I can't think. Or like his War Room and stuff like that. Or like there's a scene in the trailer. You can see this in the trailer. Like when two people, they'll hold like mugs in front of their mouths and talk to each other. It's like, all right, that's clearly a joke against Kirk Cameron Saving Christmas. So all of that is hilarious if you know the jokes. But I think if you didn't know any of this stuff, like if you had never seen the midnight screenings or the Cinema Snob episodes about these movies, I think this would still be funny. Because then it goes from, oh man, they're referencing that really weird thing in that one religious movie to, that's really friggin' weird. What are they doing? Why are they holding, you know, mugs up and stuff? And then, because I'm sure everyone who's seen this movie is a fan of the Cinema Snob. Maybe not. I don't know. Maybe someone just stumbled across Jesus Bro on Vimeo and was just like, I'll rent this. So, I don't know, but I suppose it's possible. But it's interesting. Did I just lose my train of thought? I think I did. This might be one of my worst reviews ever. I keep losing my train of thought and making no sense. See, normally I have a list of everything I talk about in a movie, but I just kind of wanted to just talk about this movie. That was a bad idea. Okay, so where was I? Talking about you don't need to see the reviews or anything to understand that. Basically, yeah, you don't need to see like the Cinema Snob reviews to understand it, because you can then look at it and you can be like, what the heck? That was ridiculous. You know, they just hold up mugs and they just keep talking, and it's like, why are they doing that? Or why does this guy's, you know, girlfriend live in another state and she has a cat with a leash on it? It's like, I know I keep harping back to that one, but that's just the one that keeps popping in my head. And so you're wondering, is like, okay, what are they talking about here? What are these things? Then you go back to the Cinema Snob episodes and you're like, oh, that's what it is. Because the Cinema Snob conveniently has a playlist for all the religious reviews he's done. And so you understand that now. You can go back and watch his review of Kirk Cameron Saving Christmas, and you can understand this weird part of the mugs, or you can watch his Old Fashioned review or his War Room review. And then you can start to understand these, and then you go back to Jesus Bro, and they're like a million times funnier. So that's kind of that. Is there anything on this list that I really have not talked about? The special effects. So there's not many special effects in this. Not many. Like, I think even like when like Rick is in heaven, I think what they did was they just had this white background that was really lit up. I don't know if they like green screened that or anything. I don't know, but I mean, with the special effects, like CG effects, there aren't that many. Like, they'll do that when they need like River of Fire or Lake of Fire, depending on your preference. And so that is CG'd, and it's. I mean, I don't want to really rag on it or anything. It's like, you know, it's not going to be like Peter Jackson levels. I mean, although it could be. I don't know. It could be. It could have gotten. I don't know. I'm rambling again, losing my train of thought. But yeah. So they do CG like that. There is CG at the end. Like, there's only a couple instances of CG, I believe. I'm trying to remember everything. I saw this last night, and it's been I don't know, 16, 18 hours, I guess. I lose my memory in that amount of time. So yeah, there's like the River of Fire or Lake, if you prefer that. And then there's CG at the end of the movie. The ending is amazing, by the way. I'm not going to spoil it here, but it's like, there was a certain shot just before the ending that I knew exactly what they were doing. It's sort of a shot, basically, I'm not really going to spoil it, I'm just going to somewhat set up the shot for you in case, and maybe you can figure it out. Or you can just laugh at it again because you've seen the movie. So, the shot, it's Rick, his girlfriend, some other people, they start to walk away, and Rick comes toward the camera. And that's all I'm really going to say about that. But as soon as that happened, I realized what the joke was going to be for the ending of this movie. And it's so funny when you see it. And it even like kind of puts in a slight twist in there. Not really a twist, but just I guess a twist joke, if that makes any sense. It's like, you know, something is kind of not revealed, but it's like something happens, but that's the joke. So it's an amazing ending to an amazing film, honestly. It's like, I don't know how much, honestly, I can really say at this point, other than it's amazing. It's great acting, I should mention. I probably forgot to mention that. It's great acting, great cinematography, directing, all that stuff. The only thing I can say, and this is not on the filmmakers at all, this is on Vimeo, because I rented it on Vimeo, because I generally like to rent movies before I buy them on DVD. I was pretty sure I was going to buy this on DVD, but I wanted to rent it on Vimeo first. Plus, I wanted to see it as soon as possible, and, well, I could have ordered the DVD. And anyway, not the point. Vimeo desyncs a little bit. Like, the audio desyncs from the visuals from the video. That was a little bit annoying, because basically, I mean, it's a quick fix. All you have to do is just, like, go back a little bit in, I guess, the way that you guys are, I guess, go back a little bit in the timeline, or not the timeline, the playback, I guess, I don't know. Do I not know what the name of that is? Just the bar. The bar. In Vimeo it's blue, on YouTube it's red. But yeah, the timeline. You just go back in the movie a little bit, and that instantly fixes the issue. But it would occasionally, like maybe every 20 to 30 minutes, it would desync a little. And that was a little annoying. But again, quick fix. Obviously that's not going to be on the DVD, and that's not a problem or a fault of like the creators or anything. That's a fault on Vimeo. Which is interesting that they didn't release it on YouTube, considering that you can buy and rent movies on YouTube. That's strange that they chose Vimeo instead of YouTube, but I'm sure they have their reasons. I mean, I'm not really a filmmaker. I don't know much about that stuff right now, so I'm sure they had a reason for putting it on Vimeo and not YouTube. What else is on this list? Occasionally I'll talk about jump scare count. There's no jump scares in this. It's a religious spoof movie. Why would there be jump scares? If there were, I'd tell you about it and I'd be pissed because I hate jump scares. I wouldn't be pissed. It'd probably still be funny. Jump scares work if it can like be funny. Or if you know that there's going to be a jump scare. I don't know, because see, in my head, see, I've already like I've come up with like 2 movie ideas that are both heavily about jump scares, like jump scares in the title. But yeah, I don't know. I have like a love-hate relationship with jump scares. It's like sometimes they can be good, sometimes not. I didn't stick around after the credits for an after credit scene. I probably should have. I don't think there was. I kind of like just went through the timeline just real quick during the credits. Just kind of looked in the little preview box. I didn't see anything, but I could be wrong. Movie length, it's 1 hour and 25 minutes, which is actually really nice. It's actually strange. It's been a while since I've seen a movie that's like 1.5 hours long. So, hey, that's great. You know, I wish more movies... I feel like the maximum amount of time on a movie should just be 2 hours. Don't go over that. Like, okay, 2 hours should be the acceptable cutoff. But if you have to go a little bit longer, 2:15 or you're done. You know, at 2:15 it's over, you're done, no more. Everyone should just strive for a 2-hour movie. 2:15 if you absolutely have to, but 2 hours 25 minutes. Jeez, 1 hour 25 minutes for this movie for Jesus Bro, that works, and I really like that. I'm not really going to talk about spoilers here, but yeah, that's pretty much my thoughts on Jesus Bro. It's amazing. I loved it. I am looking forward to more movies from Brad Jones and the people at who made this film? There was like, I know Cinema Snob, Stone Gremlin Productions. There was like there was another company at the beginning of it. It was like Walkaway Entertainment, I think. I guess them. I think that was it. Yeah. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to more movies from them, and obviously the Cinema Snob, and yeah, that is pretty much it. So, end cards are going to pop up right about now. You can click on those. You can follow 7th Hour Films on Twitter, at 7th Hour Films, and that's pretty much it. I'm Alex from 7th Hour Films, and I will see you guys next time. Jesus, bro.